This is Lauren, but you can call me L. And this is Things That Need to Be Said. It's a podcast. So I have a special guest with me today. His name is Ricky. I've been knowing Ricky for
20, almost 20 years.
over 20 years.
Over 20 years.
Like
See, I
20.
didn't want to say that because then,
You'll sound old?
yeah.
Okay. Well, I've been knowing Ricky since he's been a young pup. Okay, I'll say it like that. So, I brought you on the show because on my business page, I do a lot of stories, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was talking about, I don't know what I was talking about, so I mentioned 80s babies.
Mm-hmm.
Who coined 80s baby? Who coined that term?
So, okay. All right, so back in like 2000 and maybe 5 or 6.
You going to have the facts.
No. I mean, I'm going to give you the story.
Okay.
So, legit, a friend of mine, Kyle, his nickname is Truck, we were approached by Big Reed. You know Big Reed?
I don't know.
Big Reed. Okay, well, Big Reed, he used to do Maniac Mondays at Maniac Brewery.
Okay.
So he called us and he was like, I want to get a diverse team going. So it was us, Big Reed, White Girl Ryan.
Okay.
And White Girl Ryan.
Yeah.
White Girl Ryan, that's a big story behind that. So maybe we could talk about that another time.
Okay.
And he was like, well, y'all got to come up with a name. So we was just like, well, I don't know what we're going to call ourselves. And I was like, I mean, shoot, we born in the 80s, call ourselves 80s babies. And it just went from there. And then after that, Kyle was like, Kyle, excuse me. He was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to come a party. I was like, all right, well, I am. And then that's when I got the tattoo. And then I just started the 80s baby thing.
Oh, you have a tattoo that says 80s baby?
Yeah.
I never knew that. Where is the tattoo?
On my arm.
Oh, okay. So I thought that 80s baby was created by Jay-Z.
80s baby? Oh, I mean, as far as that, I don't want to necessarily say he coined it. He may have made it popular, but when I said something 80s baby, Jay-Z wasn't a part of like the thought process.
Had he said it? Had he said
then, no, he said it on see, I'm an 80s baby, hard and economic.
Right.
Yeah, but that was way after I said it. Whatever song that is, which I can't think of right now, whatever song that was, it was definitely after that. It was like, yeah, it was definitely after that. To be honest with you, where I didn't get it from there, but where I really started to like kept saying it was Lil Wayne on one of his albums said that he whatever his birthday was, and he said whatever his birthday is, I'm an 80s baby, and he went from there. So that's kind of where I started to be like, oh yeah, I really like this 80s baby thing.
All right, well, I've listened to Lil Wayne, I've listened to Jay-Z, and my recollection of it being said was Jay-Z, and I feel like he's the one who, I really thought he made it up, to be honest with you.
Just 80s baby?
Yeah, I'm an 80s baby, like what you just said.
I mean, I can't really give him that because people say they was a 70s baby or this baby or a New Year's baby.
I know.
So he made it popular. Like, basically,
right.
he just made it popular. I mean, which a lot of things he probably made popular. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you got to figure during that time when he probably said that Jay-Z was the biggest rapper on the planet.
Right. So when you think about like phrases being said, or the credit should be go to the person who made it mainstream, correct?
In certain instances, and I only say that because there's certain things that could be very unique, and because somebody made it popular, it becomes kind of like thievery, almost. Like, let's just say, no, let me give you this. No, and I'm not even saying me. Like, let's take all of this into perspective. What person has made more popular sayings than anybody? Martin. Right.
Martin.
Just think about if we had hashtags back then. You so crazy, hashtag. Oh my goodness, hashtag. Oh damn Gina, hashtag. Oh baby, you ain't even bring me nothing to eat. All of those would have just continuously been hashtags. So when it comes to that, because not only did Martin coin those phrases, but he also made them popular, he gets all the credit.
Right.
Like, you can still hear somebody say, damn, Gina, about anything.
Right.
Jay-Z just saying 80s baby is really just being like, I mean, I was born in the 80s. I'm an 80s baby. Hey, that's my year. I was born in the 70s. I'm a 70s baby. I'm 90s baby. So, like, you know
But
what I'm
I
saying?
mean, I guess where the controversy comes in with me is because clearly he wasn't born in the 80s,
Right.
but he called himself an 80s baby
Mm-hmm.
because Reaganomics, when Ronald Reagan became president,
Mm-hmm.
took it from Jimmy Carter. I remember all of that in 1980.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, all right, well, 80s babies is somebody who grew up in Reaganomics. That's the way I always thought it. So I felt like you 80s baby who is a millennial, you stole it.
Whoa. I ain't a millennial.
You're a millennial.
No.
Look up millennial.
No, I did.
You're
and millennials, but see, that's the thing.
What's the thing?
Because when you speak about a millennial, it's typically, and you speak about 80s babies, it's supposed to be about when you were born and what era you were born in,
No.
not where you grew up in. Because I wouldn't consider myself a 90s baby. I would consider myself a 90s kid. You get what I'm saying? Like I think they move. They transition from those times. I mean, but to each his own. But personally, me, I wouldn't necessarily. If I took it as Jay-Z just doing that just to make the rap sound hot. Like, I think he knows he's a 60s baby or whatever year he was born in, right? I mean,
The 60s?
You honestly think Jay-Z is 43 or under, or 40 whatever and under 40?
Oh yeah, he probably is in his 60s, like 68.
Yeah, he was born in the 60s. If Jay-Z ain't 50, he was older than Biggie. Biggie and Tupac would have been 46 this year, they say, or 40 something watching the movie. He was already older than them. So at the least you can give him is 49. He's born in the 60s.
Damn.
Yeah. But you gotta give his credit. He stayed relevant. And
well, I want 80s babies to be for my age group. I want it to be for us. Okay, so.
Well, we just gonna have to share it then. I mean, the good thing is we're not 10 years apart, so we can kind of keep it together, and it could be that. Like, because a person could be an 80s baby from 1980 or up to 89. Because I damn sure ain't calling myself a 90s baby, because then they are the product of the crack era, so they grew up crackish.
Oh.
So I mean, if you really want to go to your second and third level thinking, like, it really goes all of that point. So I'm an 80s baby with you. So
you're a millennial, though. You know that.
No.
You're a millennial.
We can.
Yes. Okay, go ahead.
I mean, we can sit up there and converse about it as much as you want. We can read and do whatever and bring it back later on.
Listen, you can look on your phone. You're a millennial. Yes, you are, Ricky. I'm Generation X.
I'm part of Generation X.
Y'all, why people?
I don't want to. I mean, I'm not asking to be, but I'm telling you, I'm part of Generation X.
I can't look on my phone because we're recording.
And I don't
Generation it's okay because I know you don't want to be Generation a millennial in front of the world, but
why? Why wouldn't I want to?
Because you're a millennial. It's okay. It's okay.
Millennial age range. Let's see.
I need my glasses.
Fair enough.
Let me see.
Generation X.
What's Generation X?
Hold on.
Oh.
How old am I gonna be? Would you say now, baby? I don't care if I'm on the cusp of it. There. That 80. Yeah.
How old are you?
I'll be 35 next month.
You're a millennial.
You so full of shit. You so full of shit. You
no,
corny.
it's saying 2015, Ricky.
Huh?
In 2015, you had to be 35 to 50. It's 2017, boo. You're a millennial. Look.
Okay.
Age 35 to 50 in 2015.
Huh?
So, it's okay, boo. It's okay. It's okay.
Listen, I would take it as that.
You trying to...
No. I'm reading because I honestly never researched it. I just assumed the 80s, it was just that. Like, I never heard anybody quote anyone in our age bracket. Even from high school on, we were considered Generation X. Like, that was what they would talk to us about.
Right, no.
And I guarantee you, if you have any conversation with anybody 34, 33,
I know,
and under,
because
so they would feel the same way.
So, remember when the New Edition movie came out?
Mm-hmm.
And you older millennials were so hype about it oh yeah, like on like social media. Oh, I remember when Candy Girl. No, you didn't because you were born when Candy Girl
Yeah,
came out.
now I don't remember Candy Girl, but I can give you a lot of old New Edition stuff. You know my soul is old. You've seen me
Yes.
bust out
But my
and do
point is,
that. So yeah.
music is timeless, right? So you can, like, all the kids now to this day love Michael Jackson. It's not like they grew up when Thriller came out and remember watching the videos and seeing them on award shows. Music is timeless, but
New Edition spanned it over that time period though. So you gotta it kind of can be that. New Edition,
well, it
Candy Girl
can.
dropped, and then
But these people were talking as if they were part of that
oh
movement
yeah,
when it was happening.
No.
Oh, I remember when Candy Girl came out, and I'm like, I know you're in your 30s. I know you were born probably between 83 and 85. Why y'all want to be old? Y'all want to be old, but don't want to be old. Not y'all, but I'm gonna put you in y'all. Like y'all want this thoroughness, but y'all want this.
No, but see, I'm not gonna do that because I feel like even if you have the thoroughness as being an older person, it trickles down to that part, and then it changes. I mean, like when you were saying millennial, I would almost put a person who's a millennial in the whole social media era. Like, we're at that age where we can function with social media, but we remember life prior to it and can function without it.
Right.
Like, if they drop the EMP bomb and shut all this shit down with electricity, we can know how to we know how to sit up there and converse with people, talk to people, get things, without having to be like this. Now, let alone we are still like this, but it's a transition thing to where somebody 20, some of these little young heifers, 20 something, you can't get them. I'll be out, right? We'll be out. Like, let's say I'm at an event or whatever. We'll be sitting at a table, so I get a section. Until they saw him come on, everybody like this.
Right.
So I've taken girls' phones like, no, you're not gonna sit. Either you gonna sit with me, we gonna talk, or you could just sit and not say nothing. But you're not gonna have your phone. Your head in your phone the entire time. So with all that,
like that time, like when we were at the barbecue thing, was it? Yeah, it was when we had this section. Remember at the
day party,
right? Mm-hmm. And some girls were sitting over there, and I just was looking at. They were taking pictures of themselves the whole time. But it trick. I just think it's just like
they ain't even fun. Like they don't know fun. Like fun. Like before you had a phone,
right?
Like can you remember? Even if you had a beeper, you only could do but so much with it. Like, all right, I got action later on. That's it.
You was hype running out. You know your hype ass was running out to the phone booth.
Right. At least I was running out to the phone bank or the phone booth, and it wasn't a constant argument. Right. It was like, all right, I got 6 minutes on this quarter. Set my situation up, and that'd be that. Or you send in the code to say 69 or whatever the case may be. Whatever your
You had a beeper?
I have a beeper. Yeah. Sorry, stop acting like that.
I'm just saying. I remember when I had a beeper.
Yeah, I had a beeper. I had a 16 shot. I had a beeper. I had my 11th grade. I had a beeper with the voicemail. Remember when people first got voicemail?
I don't remember that.
I rapped on my voicemail.
Hype as shit. As always.
Hey, yo, what's so late? I had a voice, and then when I went to school, I had a two-way.
So when did you get a cell phone? When did they come out?
I got a cell phone in college. My first year of college. People had them in high school, so that was 2000, 2001. I had a cell phone. I had the Nokia with Snake on it. The John that you ain't had to plug up for 3 days and it still was alive with the green screen.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember. I don't remember the dates and shit.
You remember if you had a phone at any given point at that time, if somebody called you during the daytime, what's your phone?
Ricky, I don't fucking know.
Call me back. I got free nights and weekends. Call me
at
9. Yeah. Call me after 9,
yes,
guys. Like, you tripping.
Yeah. You did say that. Damn. The evolution, man, and shit. Right. Because now it's unlimited everything.
Yeah.
I ain't know that shit, right?
I had to dip off camera. I was getting the Malik Yoba lips. See, the millennials probably ain't gonna know Malik Yoba. Who got ashy lips now? Like who the young? Remember it was Delroy Lindo, the old head. He had the ashy lips. Malik Yoba was ashy lip king.
Yes, them lips was crazy.
Hold up though. segue. New York Undercover. Like I was thinking about that the other day. That's not even on Netflix. Can you imagine if people watch New York Undercover would be so dope right now. Like think about how dope it was. It was a show with action, passion for as much passion you could put on a network television at that time, and it had every musical guest you could get.
But that's like it's like the what's I don't watch. You watch Power? Well, Power don't have that, but the other.
Yeah, but I don't watch that. It's too different. Like I'm like your sexuality, be what you want to be. But I listened to an interview with Charlamagne and Lee Daniels was on there, and he just out of his mouth said he legit made that show so over the top that he's going to force
Right.
sexuality, that type of sexuality on, and it's just like, no, you're not going to do that.
Right. Well, isn't it dead in the water now? Do people watch the shit anymore?
It's dead in some water. I don't watch it.
I watched it one time. I just half the shit. I watched Game of Thrones. What else? Insecure.
But let's go back to Game of Thrones real quick. I binge watched. So I was one of those people that was in denial. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not
Right.
gonna watch it.
Right.
I sat down and watched it.
It's so good.
I have Game of Thrones podcast.
I know, right?
Yeah, I have Game of Thrones
All right, because
podcast.
we was in a group. It was
Yeah.
like the pod. Yeah.
I rewatch it. I watch with closed captioning on, with
That's
the
me,
leg up,
yeah.
like I seriously be focused. Game of Thrones is something.
Yeah, I feel as though like some of the black shows like Power
Mhm.
and the Lee Daniels situation. I feel like we can already know what's going to happen. It's
Mhm.
typical like hood nigga shit.
Mhm.
With Game of Thrones, even though like I read somewhere like they really don't have any black characters, but I don't give a fuck about that because the fucking characters are so dynamic.
Mhm.
The plots are so dynamic. And then I think if I lived back there, I don't think I would make it. Those motherfuckers ain't
Oh,
give.
they live. No,
They
you would
live.
live in Carth. You would have to be in Carth. Like you couldn't be a Dothraki.
Yeah, no.
No.
I couldn't be and where Cersei.
Cersei and them. Yeah, I couldn't fuck with Cersei.
Yo, this is my motto in life now. What would Cersei do? She don't play no fucking game.
I thought that her son was worse.
Joffrey.
Joffrey. He
Joffrey.
was a bad little nigga.
Right.
Cersei don't care.
She don't give a fuck, man. She don't care.
It was one or two black people though.
It was the big black guy who
big
was
black guy in Carth.
Right.
It was the pirate.
Right.
So they had their selective ones.
Yeah, they had
their token
two.
blacks.
Yeah, two.
But see, like you were saying when you was going off on the black show, Insecure.
That's my fucking show.
No, I love it, cuz. Like I love
like
it.
that's a good show because it's not. To me, it's like it's just so fucking real. Like
it's realistic.
It's realistic.
Mhm.
It was realistic.
It's-
I feel like HBO owes me a check because before everybody started watching it, I used to be going on Facebook. I know you ain't on Facebook like that, but that's for the older people. Where we
No,
gonna talk.
it ain't. No. It was there. It was a good thing or whatever like that. But I feel like my aunt and all of them be on there. I gotta be Lil Ricky. I can't be
Right.
myself. This is how real we gonna get. Hey, what's up? What? I'm filming. We filming right now. That's all. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's all it was. Okay. Rasta checking.
She don't
No,
be
I'm on.
playing.
Yeah, I'm on camera. I'm on scene. No, we doing the scene right now. Like, hold on. Give me a second. I'll be in my trailer in a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I can understand. She said she was texting me. I didn't even know. We were engulfed in the conversation. So therefore, that was that. Back to what we was talking about, please. Let's say that for another time. We can converse about that. Whatever you want to. We can go relationship. You can call me back. We can have a whole relationship.
I mean, when I do call you back, she's more than welcome to sit. You know.
Oh no. She know that. I see that. And I know.
I'm just.
Yeah.
She don't be. She got that ass on a fucking leash.
That's not no leash. That's just she asked to call and I ain't answer the phone. Like, she might be thinking whatever. Like,
What?
So, I don't.
You up
Listen,
to some cheeks? Or
I don't know. I don't know what's going through that mind, but therefore I'll just answer the phone so that way you won't get any more issues.
All right.
But yeah, like you said, HBO owes you a check because you was putting it out there on Facebook.
Yeah, like I was going crazy, and then the last scene when Lawrence was fucking the shit out of that girl.
That body, boy. Just that face though.
I did a whole live situation. I was talking
Mhm.
about it, and so many people was like, I gotta watch the show. I gotta watch the
Yeah.
show. And then we just had this whole thing
No,
about,
y'all got me to watch it, man. I thought about. I followed her and everything.
yeah, like
After I saw that body and
you
that thing,
followed the girl,
hell yeah, real life. Hell yeah, I follow that little
but
funny
I
looking
knew it
ass.
wasn't going. I knew that that situation wasn't going to last because she was too hood for Lawrence.
Do you think it was that?
That was the reason why.
No.
Cause look at the girl he started fucking with from his job. He liked that girl.
Yeah, but because he's awkward just as much as she is, so he needs a situation, excuse me, where he can walk into it and not be pressured. That girl was pressuring him.
I don't feel like Lawrence is awkward. I don't.
Are we gonna do this?
I don't feel like he's awkward.
He didn't know that the two white girls wanted anything.
He
like
fucking
really.
knew. That's what men do.
No.
They'll act so like y'all don't know what's going on.
Being oblivious and playing naive are two totally different things. Or being coy. He was oblivious. Like he didn't really grasp the situation until his homeboy called him, the light skin boy.
No, I think he knew a little bit before that. So if you were Lawrence, you would have knew from the gate that they were trying to have a threesome with you.
Yeah, but that's how I think though.
You think that every woman wants to have?
No. I don't think every woman, but if two girls are being very, they weren't necessarily persistent, but they were obvious. I mean, they were obvious. It was obvious what they wanted. Like it was obvious.
Well,
I don't.
I didn't think that at 1st.
Mm-hmm.
I knew they were flirting, but I didn't know it was going to be all of that action.
Oh yeah, I knew it was going to be that.
And he was eating coochie.
But he fumbled. So at the end of the day, what do it matter?
Did he fumble?
Yeah. Oh. He didn't have a threesome. He didn't legit have a threesome because he hit the one chick, bust off, and then sat there looking salty.
Oh, so the threesome, you have to have sex with both people.
Yeah.
That's technically.
Yeah, okay. that's a technical threesome. I mean, otherwise you hit a chick and another chick was just there for like.
Right. So in a threesome, are both of the women required to have sexual relations with one another?
I consider that threesome.
Now,
I don't. If they don't do anything, then you just had two girls in a situation. Like any guy will tell you that. Like, oh yeah, like no, they didn't touch each other. So it's not really a threesome because if they're not doing anything,
right,
then you just had two girls in the same vicinity. You just had sex.
Okay. She was just one was watching while the other one.
I mean, yeah, right.
Okay.
At the end of the day, you were like, no, I just hit these two chicks. Like, so it's a big difference between like if I was talking to one of my friends and be like, yo, I just hit these two chicks. They blah, blah, blah. I kind of know, like, all right, they ain't do that. But he was like, yo, I just had a threesome. These chicks was doing. So you already know where the conversation is going to lead to and where that fork goes once.
Okay. So how many threesomes have you had?
I don't necessarily know the specific number, but I've had
like that, Ricky.
No, but it's just like none that I really care.
You know, that's like so many men's like wish to have a threesome.
Yeah, no, I know.
So do you feel special that you have? You can't even think of the number where some men have never had one. You should feel special, huh?
No, because they not always all cracked up with what you would think that they are. Like, let's say honestly, I had anywhere between 8 and 12. I'm just from off the top what I know, 8 and 12. Out of between the 8 and the 12, only 2 were like lit, like dope. Right. The other ones, it's so many different factors that have to like come together and play with that. Because for real, because you gotta have, if you like, sometimes it might be you might be sexually compatible with this girl, you might be sexually compatible with this girl, and they might both like girls, but they're not sexually compatible.
Right. Or
it could be that one's too aggressive, one's not aggressive enough, so therefore one gets overpowered and overshadowed because they don't feel comfortable enough. Because like it's so many different. I mean, but that's just like when you having sex with a guy. Like I'm sure that the sexual chemistry, it can vary. Like you could hear 25 stories about a nigga and he the shit and this, that, and the fourth, and then you had sex with him and you like, did I just get 25 live?
No. I ain't sleeping with nobody that I heard 25 stories about. I'm done what you're saying. I'm just saying. I just wanted to
I ain't sleeping with no girl that got 25 stories about. Shit, I damn sure might not even do 2.
That's not true because millennials these days. I remember when me and like Carell, we had a talk, and he was like, I said, so you don't care about how many, you know, how many partners a girl had? He was like, no. And I was like, oh, I guess that's the new shit because I know traditionally, a man doesn't want his woman all
Yeah,
stepped
but see,
on.
that's the thing. If she's your woman, if you just meeting a chick and y'all about to have a one nighter.
No, but somebody like you're dating or
Oh,
whatever.
So I mean, I've dated somebody who I know for a fact has had a lot of partners,
Yeah,
but
y'all love
our
horse.
situation, no, but that's
Y'all
not
love
the thing.
horse.
No, 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 no,
Y'all
no.
love horse.
No, because you could have a past.
I'm not even going to say whore because I'm on a whole new wavelength. So let's scratch that off.
Mm-hmm.
You like women who are sexually.
No, but it's not even just that. Everybody has a past and everybody has a story, and everybody's been through certain things. So at the end, who am I to judge?
Right, that's
Who
true.
am I to judge? So that's how I kind of look at certain things. Would I want a girl who's been with 200 niggas? Hell no.
Right.
Like I wouldn't even want that. But then when you look at the inverse or the other end of it, say, yeah, you flip the situation, you don't want a girl with two guys because
Right.
then it's like it you kind of just want some type of in between. You want the medium. Like you don't
Right.
want anything that's over the top, but then you don't want that. But then on top of all of that, who am I to say what society can consider over the top? We
Right.
never got a specific number. Like
Right.
it was never a thing where it was like 20 guys is your number.
Right.
You did it to 20 guys. You whatever the
Right.
world to see you as, and that's just that. Like so.
I mean, it's all in like how you do it because if you think about it, most women who have been in long-term relationships
Mm-hmm.
got more mileage on the clip. If you
Yeah.
think about it, if you're, I mean, because say you all right from 20 to 30, right?
It depends though, because you know that depends. Because what if some people are with people for certain reasons. So if she with a nigga, he just got money, but he coming up to the plate
Well,
with a small bat and striking out. Then what?
But so there are exceptions to every rule.
Right. Okay.
But say from 20 to 30, men are in your sexual prime.
Mhm.
Women, we're just doing it. You got a healthy, young, relationship. You're in a relationship. You're having sex a lot.
Right.
But because you got guaranteed next to you, coochie or
Mhm.
bean, right? But when you're single, you might not be having. You might have sex with different people, but it might not be done as much because you don't have that person. So really, a woman in a relationship got more mileage on the cook.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's all in how you wanna.
Yeah, that's a good.
Yeah.
That's actually. Yeah, that's right. That's
Because I
actually right.
remember when I had this boyfriend, I was 17. I had just got out of high school and he was 24. So I was so hyped that I had an old head, right? And when we first started having sex, I used to mark it down. Every time we had sex, I would put an X on my calendar. And we had sex like 360 days out the year.
Really?
I swear to God.
Are y'all was together every day?
Yeah, we was just, he ain't had nothing, but see, because I was young. He 24, no job, out in the street. So he had all the time in the world. I'm young, I'm popping, I'm off the block finally. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out. I know how to act, boy, all over the, yes. So, and I was like, we had sex almost every day of the year. So I'm like, if you think about that, like, that's some walk on coochie.
Man, I would want to have sex every day of the year.
Y'all, it's a wreck for you. You out your prime. Look it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up, and then that's why we have
right.
male enhancement pills where you can get that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, your prime for men are 17 to 20 something.
Yeah.
For women,
I can remember that. I can remember in college. And
you
all
got
I
a good
wanted
12
to do was
pumps
just
in.
do it.
You got a good 12 pumps in you.
Now?
Yeah.
No, I can still give you that, especially if it's that month that I'm working out. Like if it's that month that I'm working out, I'm good. It just be you just gotta get to that month, like whatever month. And typically, that's the
right before summer.
You're damn right. That's that March. That's that March May. That March to May. Whoa, you catch me? That's when I'm doing push-ups. And
You
all
running,
that. Running and
you
doing
back on
everything.
track and
yeah,
everything.
you could get. But you know what's so crazy though? It really makes a difference. Like I can honestly say that when I'm working out, having sex compared to when I'm not,
Right.
it's such a difference. It's such a difference.
Oh, well, number one, your little gut ain't over your dick as much.
Not even that though. Like that don't even exclude even the way it look. It's just you feel better.
Right. Yeah.
Like that's why I keep saying like I gotta get back in the gym, gotta work out, gotta get back in the gym, I gotta work out. And this is like, keep wanting to do it.
I know it's
Sometimes
hard.
my knee hurt. Sometimes I don't feel like it. I gotta pick daughter
I
up. Like
know.
it be just everything. Every excuse you want to find. I want a cheesesteak today.
Right.
Damn, I ate that cheesesteak.
Now
Now
I
I
can't
feel more
work
good.
out.
Yeah.
That's how I be like. If I ain't eat right, then I can't work out. When it
Yeah.
should be the opposite. You need to take your ass and work out. That's the same way. I used to, I used to run every day. I used to run 6 miles a day.
Mhm.
Then I got this inguinal hernia, so I had to like chill out.
Oh, man.
Yeah, because I used to run so much, but I like to run because the fat on the back, I can feel like it just
You feel it.
it makes my back feel better and everything. But now, I in my head I got all the moves. It's just executing the shit.
Man, listen. I never knew that your body don't catch up with your mind. Like it really run that race, and your mind keep going, and your body be like this.
Yeah, it's just like you see old motherfuckers who used to know how to play ball. They got all the moves in their head,
Yeah.
but when they get out there, it's like, dog.
Why ain't nobody finding youth out there?
I mean, I just feel like, youth is wasted on the young. You get better as you get older, but your body start fucking breaking down.
One thing you said to me before, I never forget this. I was younger, and you was like, "You get in your 30s, you gonna love your 30s." When you told me it then again, you get in your 40s. This is a conversation you and I had. This is knowledge that I take with myself, and it's like, it's the extreme definition of I wish I knew. Now, then when I knew now,
right?
oh my God, like I just know so many different mistakes, and I mean little shit like I ain't gonna go down that street because I already know what this is gonna be. Like little stuff like that, man. It's just so many different things. Like you wish you could just make those hard. I mean, you wish you could make those intelligent decisions with the body and the energy that you had back then.
Back then.
Yeah, I ain't never know. I mean, you know, I used to bounce off the walls and all that. Like
I
I still
know.
see people now. They be like, "Rick, what you about to do?" Nothing. You don't be wanting. No. I was at Westchester Homecoming, and I was talking, and it was like all these younger, like it was the bunch of the school group.
Right.
And some of the boys was like, "Rick, man, I know you, them younger." I'm like, "No, I don't feel like none of that."
Yeah.
I said, "They headaches."
Right.
They still just see a body young, bro. Oh man, it's a lot of headache that comes with that.
Yeah.
That young chick stuff be, man, that's a headache. That's a headache. Like, I'd rather be married.
What?
Just being, yeah, I'd rather be married.
You gonna cheat on your wife?
I ain't there no more. Like straight up. Like I ain't even like there no more because at the end of the day, it's a headache.
Right.
It's a headache to have.
Every
to
time we saw
balance.
you, Ricky, you was juggling them. Like
Back then,
yeah, it's like
But that's because I had the energy and
somebody
I had the time.
cussing you out.
No, I ain't get that many cuss outs.
Ricky, you
No,
done
no,
got
no,
a
no,
few
no.
cuss outs
Yeah,
out at the
a few.
parties.
Yeah, a few, but
Yeah, you.
that be you know what I'll let that just be liquor. I think that's a lot of liquor induced conversation.
Irking and
Like I ain't
drawing.
never had no tire slashed. I ain't never had no windows busted. Like I never had the super bad stuff. I mean,
Right. Oh, okay.
me and my folks, me and her had a couple tiffs here and there, but you know, everybody in no relationship is. I was in a relationship where I dealt with a girl and she just did nothing wrong, and it was just like it almost make you think like you can't not do anything wrong, like you have to do something wrong, and it turns you off, made you whatever. But now, like I ain't gonna cheat. Like I don't even be thinking about it. Like I just want to be happy. Like if I could just be in a nice, happy relationship and be Cosby-esque, and when we in the bedroom, that's that. And when we want to go get ice cream, we can do that. Or I want to cook on the grill. Like you know, I like stuff like that. I ain't got time for all that.
Damn, Ricky.
Cause it be too much trying to juggle a bunch of people. Like trying to juggle and then now with this social media era, everything like before you could do stuff and be like, all right, I could juggle and do that. Like now, everybody is so reachable.
Right.
It's too much.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
it's too much.
Either you're gonna be on this side or the other with the social media.
Yeah. That's a whole nother thing. Like
yeah.
I do social media and I have it and I'm on it, but I hate it. Like if I had a chance, if I had the button to be like, all right, do you want pre-social media or post-social media? I'd take pre-social media any day of the week.
Would you?
Mm-hmm.
As popping as you are.
That's what I'm saying. It don't even
Right.
matter.
Yeah.
Like if it wasn't monetary,
Right.
it wouldn't be nothing. Like because I feel like it take away from so many people. Like a girl, say for instance, any young girl think they the baddest thing ever, whatever
Right.
like that. Compared to, it took a while for them. They had to grow from their neighborhood. Like a girl can be,
Right.
you used to could be a hoe and be a hoe up north and come to west and nobody know who you
Right.
are. Now you a hoe everywhere,
Right.
and you a hoe in the counties, and you a hoe in Jersey,
Right.
and you a hoe down when you went to go see your cousin in DC,
Right.
and you a hoe, and it like it just be it take away from a lot of people getting to grow up and learn a bunch of different stuff.
That's true. Okay, look at you. Look at my boy.
Yeah, man. Yo,
Getting
listen.
old, getting old. Yeah, I told y'all niggas, y'all gonna slow the fuck down.
Yeah, man, my heart be hurting. Acid reflex, all type of old shit. Like my knee, shit, I can't do it. I can't hit from the back on the bed with my knee for so long. I gotta move unless my knee gonna be out. Like I'm old, guys. That shit be crazy. And
That's
then I'm
funny
gonna give
as
you
shit.
some work though. But after that,
Oh,
don't listen.
God.
No. I'm not. I'm saying that
That's
that's not gonna stop me.
right.
I'll take that pain later on. Like let that knee hurt, and
Listen.
I'll limp for the rest of the day.
Listen, ain't nothing stopping none of y'all men from moving that pelvis. So
from that thrizz up.
yes. So I know that's funny as shit. Yeah, man. It's like I don't know, man. I mean, I like getting older, but like I said, it's like we need that fucking Benjamin Button. You had that Benjamin Button, we be set. You know what I'm saying? Cause you get
Some people look like they got Benjamin Button, but they young with old faces. A lot of these young girls, they be having some old civil rights faces, man. No, that's bad that they look that old.
Yeah.
And I ain't even gonna lie to you. And anybody say it, and I'm probably gonna seem much of a hypocrite, and I hate it. Smoking hookah every day. Like I've limited smoking a lot. Like I might smoke it once a week. I don't smoke as much as I used to. That smoking hookah every day, and I know some girls that be every day on Instagram.
Yeah, that hookah.
Yeah.
The last time I had hookah was with you.
Right.
And
Oh
you
yeah,
see-
you died. That's a story. When Lauren died, boy. Whew.
Man, oh man, that. And you know what? I never smoked weed because it never got me high.
Yeah, me too.
But that fucking hookah, I'm scared. I don't want it. I don't want no parts of it because it just takes me to another level.
Mm-hmm.
What? Why though? Like, why? What is in
I
hookah?
think it's probably like it give you that common effect, like how always like a person smoking a cigarette. Like it gives you that common.
But you
effect.
still gotta inhale it. You feel me? For it to take, don't you?
But knowing, yeah, because it can just go in. You know what? I honestly don't even know, and I don't even want to start giving out these rights and wrongs and be
Right.
super wrong, and then somebody be like, "Nigga, you're wrong."
Right.
So,
Yeah, that
I don't
hookah.
even know. I ain't
Yeah.
never smoked a cigarette. I've smoked weed in my life maybe 4 times.
Right.
I'll tell you, I've done weed. I've smoked weed before. I've done E twice when I was a young boy. That's something I'll never do. I did it twice. I did it once in Miami, and then I did it once in Philly. Never do it again. I won't do Molly. I ain't doing none of it. That E situation is ridiculous.
I've never done any of it.
Nah, man, that's not a good thing. I can honestly say that I could see a person being addicted to E because the euphoric feeling that you get when there's like no other. Like, you
Right.
really be like in love and flying high.
Right. And it
Nah.
scared you to feel good.
The come down. Because I'll be sitting there and I'll be like, ugh, and then go right back regular. Like, it's crazy.
I want to try it.
Fair enough. I'll be on the sideline
Looking.
and giving you water. Well, thank you.
All right. Well, thank you for coming. I feel like we still didn't debunk the whole 80s baby shit. I was really ready to let you have it.
But you know what, though? We sat around and we talked about so many 80s baby topics
Right.
that it's an open forum. We can always get back to that. I mean, bottom line, he took it from me. So, I mean, there's anything else you want to hear.
Oh my God. All right.
And when the podcast get big and he hear that,
He's like, who the fuck is this nigga? 80s baby.
bubble head, brace face, nigga.
Give everybody your social media.
80s baby Rick _
And I don't give people my social media.
Oh.
This podcast. If you find me on
L.
my business page, you find me.
Yeah.
But everybody, please subscribe to the show. We're on iTunes and Stitcher and YouTube. So if you want to see us live, look at the camera right here. Ricky, just tell them before we go. Tell them about this ghetto ass setup. Just you're gonna be here. No, when if I ever do this goes anywhere,
Yeah.
you'll remember this. Just tell me.
Oh no, the setup is it's very good times. It has a very good timey feel. I will say though, she has a very professional light in here. Now I will give that professionalism, and she does know how to work the audio. But hey, look, man, you gotta
It
do
is
what you gotta do.
very
Everybody started out somewhere. Like that's